Prophet Seth, God's gift. The gift after suffering. Prophet Adam had grown old. His hair had completely turned white, his back was bent. He was now 130 years old. He was tired, exhausted. But life went on. Prophet Eve was also very sad. She had lost one son, and her other son was a murderer. Cain had gone far away after that murder. He had become estranged from the family. He had established his own tribe. He didn't want to see them, and they didn't want to see him. Prophet Eve realized she was pregnant. At this age, after these sorrows, a new life. They prayed to God. God of creation, said Prophet Adam, give us a righteous, pious, obedient son. Grant us a son with a pure heart and good morals like Abel. And that child was born. Prophet Adam said, this is a gift from God to us. A gift to us in place of Abel. The Torah states, when Adam was 130 years old, he had a son and named him Seth. Eve said, God has given me another son in place of Abel, whom Cain killed. In Islamic tradition, this child was named Seth. This name meant gift, present, bestowal. Because he was truly a gift from God. He was the consolation that followed the suffering, the light that dawned after the darkness. The name of Prophet Seth is not directly mentioned in the Quran. However, in hadiths and Islamic sources, it is clearly stated that he was a prophet and the successor of Prophet Adam. The first miracle, being born circumcised. There are interesting estimations regarding the birth of Prophet Seth. Some sources say that he was born circumcised. That is, he was already circumcised when he was born. This was a sign that he was a special, blessed being. God created him that way. Childhood years. Prophet Seth was different from a young age. He was very intelligent and very understanding. He constantly asked questions, Father, where is God? Father, what was paradise like? Father, did my uncle Abel really die? Prophet Adam patiently answered every question. My son, he said, God is everywhere. He sees us, hears us, knows us. Paradise was very beautiful, but we made a mistake. Yes, Abel died, but he is now with God. In paradise. Happy. As Prophet Seth grew older, he matured even more. Compared to other children, he was calmer, deeper, and more thoughtful. He preferred talking to his father and listening to his stories to playing games. Prophet Adam always kept him by his side. This child is special, he said to Eve. God sent him to us for a purpose. The beginning of the art of weaving. Prophet Seth loved working with his hands. But his area of interest was different from his father's. Prophet Adam was a farmer. He cultivated the land. Prophet Seth, on the other hand, was interested in handicrafts. One day, he discovered the fibers of plants. Fine threads obtained from flax and hemp. He began to weave them together. At first, it was simple. Just yarn, just weaving. But then it became more complex. He made looms. He developed weaving methods. According to some, Prophet Seth is the first founder of weaving, silk production, and tailoring. He taught humanity how to weave fabric. He taught them how to sew clothes, how to make beautiful garments. Before, people only covered themselves with animal skins and leaves. Prophet Seth brought them woven fabrics. Fine, soft, comfortable. Prophet Adam was very surprised by his son's skill. God has given you a talent, my son, he said. Use it well. Be useful to people. Prophet Seth wove fabrics not only for his family but for the whole community. People came to him and said, "Make clothes for us too." And he gladly did. It was like an act of worship for him. Serving people, clothing them, providing them with comfort, and working according to Islamic sources is also considered an act of worship. The testament of Prophet Adam. As Prophet Adam grew older, he began to give more responsibility to Prophet Seth. "My son," he said, "when I die, you will lead this community. You will be a prophet. You will teach people God's religion." Prophet Seth felt the weight of this responsibility. "Father," he said, "am I worthy of this? I am only a weaver." Prophet Adam smiled. "No, my son. You are not just a weaver. You are a person chosen by God. He trained you for this task. You have faith, wisdom, and justice in your heart." And Prophet Adam taught his son everything. The forms of worship, prayer times, halal and haram, God's commands and prohibitions. "God taught me the names," said Adam. "Now I am teaching you. This knowledge will be passed down from generation to generation. It must not be forgotten." Seth listened, memorized, and internalized. Every word of his father was worth its weight in gold to him. The death of Prophet Adam and his legacy. Prophet Adam said, "My son, I am leaving. But you will stay. From now on, you are the guide of these people. God will give you knowledge, wisdom. You will teach people. Do not let them forget the oneness of God. Do not worship idols, do not forget God." Prophet Seth held his father's hand. Tears flowed like a flood. Prophet Adam said, "This is the cycle of life. I am leaving, but God is always with you. Trust in Him, ask for His help." And Prophet Adam breathed his last. According to estimates, Prophet Seth buried his father in a cave on Mount Abu Qubais in Mecca. That cave was known as the Cave of Treasures. And Prophet Seth inherited the legacy left by his father. Not only his material possessions, but also his spiritual legacy. His prophethood, leadership, responsibility, the second prophet. Prophet Seth was the second prophet after Prophet Adam. His name is only mentioned in the Torah in the genealogy section. It states, Seth was the son of Adam and lived for 912 years. His name is not directly mentioned in the Quran. However, in the hadiths of Prophet Muhammad, it is clearly stated that Seth was a prophet. In Islamic sources, Abu Dar al-Ghifari recounts, "I asked Prophet Muhammad, O chosen one, how many prophets have come?" He replied, 124,000 prophets. I asked, "How many books have been revealed?" He said, 104 pages and 4 books. 50 pages were revealed to Prophet Seth, 30 pages to Prophet Idris, 10 pages to Prophet Abraham, and 10 pages to Prophet Moses before the Torah. The Torah, the Gospel, the Psalms, and the Quran are 4 books. In other words, 50 pages were revealed to Prophet Seth. These were divine texts from God. They contained worship, rulings, and advice. Prophet Seth preserved and memorized these pages. He read and explained them to people. A new ruling, the prohibition of sibling marriage. How did people marry in the time of Prophet Adam? Until then, a male from one birth married a female from another birth. Because the human population was small, there was no other option. This was a permission given by God for that time. But Prophet in Seth's time, the human population had increased. Now there were people from different lineages, not born of the same mother. And God revealed a new decree to Seth, from now on, brother cannot marry brother. This is a rule that exists in Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Incestuous relationships are forbidden. Seth announced this decree to the people. From now on, you cannot marry your brother. You cannot marry your twin sister, nor your sister from another birth. God has forbidden this. People accepted it. Now they were marrying from different families. Society was expanding and diversifying. Cain's lineage and heresy. However, everything was not rosy. Cain's lineage was still alive. They had established their own society in a place far from Adam's family. Before he died, Cain told his sons, "Do not approach Adam's family. They do not love us, and we do not love them." Thus, two separate communities were formed, the pious, God-believing, and honest community of Prophet Seth, and the rebellious, lustful, and worldly community of Cain. Over time, Cain's descendants distanced themselves from religion. They began to worship idols. They worshipped fire, they worshipped Satan. They drank alcohol, committed adultery, and had fun. Feasts, parties, and music day and night. According to estimates, musical instruments were first invented by Cain's descendants. The tambourine, drum, and flute. These were used to fuel entertainment and lust. Women adorned themselves, wore makeup, and seduced men. Men were captivated by them and lost their minds. When Prophet Seth heard about this, he was very saddened. "What a pity," he said, "Cain's descendants are going to hell. But they don't listen." The first sedition, beauty and lust. One day, some young men from the people of Prophet Seth became curious. "I wonder if Cain's people really have fun like that," they said. "Let's go and take a look." Prophet Seth warned them. "Don't go. It's a trap of Satan. If you go, you too will go astray." But the young men didn't listen. "We're just going to look," they said. "We won't do anything." And they went. What did they see there? The women. They were so beautiful. Adorned, fragrant, charming. They were dancing, laughing, singing, the men. Handsome, strong, fun-loving. They were drinking, playing music, dancing. The young men from the people of Prophet Seth were astonished. "How do they have fun like this?" they said. "We don't have these things." When the women of Cain's people saw these foreign men, they approached them. "Come, dance with us," they said. "Come, have fun." And those young men fell into the trap. On the first night, they only looked. On the second night, they got a little closer. On the third night, they danced. On the fourth night, they committed adultery. That's how it began. The first sedition, the first perversion, the first collective sin. According to estimates, music and adultery first spread in human history with the mixing of the peoples of Cain and Seth. The struggle of Prophet Seth. When Prophet Seth saw this situation, he became very angry. "Didn't I warn you?" he said. "Didn't I tell you? But you didn't listen." But it was too late. Some young people had already become accustomed to that life. Even in Prophet Seth's people, there were now those who committed sins. Prophet Seth called them to a meeting. "O people," he said, "fear God. Stay away from what is forbidden. Do not commit adultery, do not drink alcohol, do not follow Satan." Some repented and remersed. But some objected. "O Prophet Seth," they said, "we also want to have fun. Why do only we worship God while they have fun?" Prophet Seth replied, "Because the world is temporary. The real life is the hereafter. You will have fun here for a few years, but then you will burn in eternal hell. Is that better, or is it better to be patient here and enter paradise in the hereafter? Some understood. Some didn't. Society began to divide into two, the pious and the wicked. Good people and bad people. Prophet Seth led the pious. He showed them the way of God. The war with the descendants of Cain. The descendants of Cain became even more wicked over time. They didn't just stop at adultery and drinking. They started stealing and attacking people. They came to the people of Prophet Seth. Give us food, they said. Otherwise, we will kill you. Prophet Seth was patient. Take it, he said. We will give it to you. But they wanted more. They harassed women, plundered houses, and oppressed people. Finally, Prophet Seth said, enough is enough. And according to estimates, Prophet Seth was the first person in history to use a sword. Until then, there were no weapons of war. But Prophet Seth made a sword from iron. And he fought against the descendants of Cain. God granted victory to Prophet Seth. The descendants of Cain were defeated and repelled. After the battle, Prophet Seth addressed the people, God helped us, but this is not so that we should become arrogant. This is so that we should be more grateful to him. Prophet Seth's worship. Prophet Seth was a very devout person. He prayed at certain times every day. Morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night. Prayer was not yet obligatory, but there was supplication, prostration, and remembrance of God. According to estimates, Prophet Seth is one of the people who built the Kaaba. The foundations laid by Prophet Adam were destroyed in Noah's flood. Prophet Seth found those foundations again and rebuilt the Kaaba with stone and mud. He would go there, perform the Tawaf circumambulation, and pray to God. My God, he said, you made me a prophet. You revealed 50 pages to me. You gave me leadership. But I am weak and helpless. Give me strength, give me wisdom. Help me to guide people to the right path. God accepted his prayers. He inspired Prophet Seth, he guided him. According to the narration, Prophet Seth met with angels. Gabriel came and brought him revelation. Other angels also came and gave him strength. The first writing. Some sources say that Prophet Seth was the first person to invent writing. Until then, knowledge was transmitted orally. Everyone learned by rote. But Prophet Seth discovered symbols and letters. He drew signs on stones and tree bark. These signs represented words and sentences. Thus, knowledge became permanent. Now, even if he died, what he wrote would remain. Prophet Seth also wrote down the revelations he received from God. He transcribed 50 pages. This way, he was sure it wouldn't be lost. Of course, this was a simple writing. There were no alphabets or grammar like today. But it was a beginning. Humanity had transitioned to written history. His family and children. Seth's wife was a woman named Hajara. She wasn't his twin sister, she came from a different lineage. He had a son with her, Enosh. Enosh was also a righteous child. He was pious and devout like his father. Seth taught his son everything, just as Adam had taught him. My son, he would say, one day you too will be a prophet. You too will guide people. Be ready for this task. Enosh listened, learned, and grew. The Torah states, a son was born to Seth, and he named him Enosh. Then people began to call upon the name of God. In other words, during Enosh's time, people began to remember God more. Prayer became more widespread, and worship intensified. The lifestyle of Prophet Seth. How did Prophet Seth live? He had a very simple life. He didn't like luxury, he didn't show off. He would get up early in the morning. He would pray to God. Then he would go to his loom and weave. At noon, he would listen to people. He would solve their problems, resolve their disputes. In the afternoon, he would read God's revelations. He would explain and teach people. In the evening, he would spend time with his family. He would chat with his wife, son, and grandchildren. At night, he would look at the stars. He would contemplate God's creation. How great you are, God, he would say. How powerful you are. His food was simple. Bread, olives, dates, a little meat. He ate to satisfy his hunger, not for the taste. His clothes were also simple. Clothes made of simple fabrics that he himself wove. Not ornate, just enough to cover himself. His house was small. A stone hut. But his heart was filled with peace. Prophet Seth was humble. He didn't know what arrogance was. He didn't look down on people. He treated everyone equally. What Prophet Seth taught? What did Prophet Seth teach people? First, monotheism. God is one, unique, unparalleled. There is no God but Him. Do not worship idols, fire, or stars. Second, worship. Pray to God, prostrate yourself, remember Him. Don't forget. Third, morality. Be honest, don't lie, don't steal, don't commit adultery. Treat your neighbor well. Fourth, hard work. Work, produce, contribute to society. Don't be lazy. Fifth, knowledge. Learn, teach. Don't hoard knowledge, share it. Write, record. Sixth, justice. Judge fairly among people. Treat the rich and the poor, the near and the far equally. Prophet Seth taught these principles by living and demonstrating them every day. Not just with words, but also with actions. Life in Mecca. According to tradition, Prophet Seth spent a large part of his life in Mecca. That was the place where the Kaaba is located. Prophet Seth settled there. He rebuilt the Kaaba and cleaned its surroundings. People came. They came to see Prophet Seth, to learn from him. He opened his doors to everyone. Come, he said, welcome to the house of God. Mecca was not very crowded at that time. It was a small settlement. But its spiritual value was very great. Prophet Seth worshipped there, prayed, and gave knowledge to people. Different traditions about Prophet Seth. In the Torah, Prophet Seth is only mentioned in the genealogy. A detailed story is not told. Similarly in the Bible. In the Gospel of Luke, Prophet Seth. His name appears in Jesus' family tree as Enos, Seth, Adam, son of God. However, his name is not directly mentioned in the Quran. But some scholars have interpreted it as follows: the expression first pages in the Quran may refer to the 50 pages revealed to Prophet Seth. In Gnostic traditions, Prophet Seth is given a very special place. There are texts called the Revelation of Seth. But these are not sources accepted by Islam. In Islamic tradition, Prophet Seth is the most important prophet after Prophet Adam. He comes before Prophet Idris. Stars and knowledge. In some views, it is said that Prophet Seth was interested in astronomy. He would observe the stars at night. He recorded their movements. The phases of the moon, the sunrise, the positions of the stars, he taught this information to people. The stars are God's creation, he said. Do not worship them, but use them. Use them to find your way, to measure time. He taught them how to measure time, day, night, months, years. People began to know, this month is Tariq, this month is Safer. History began like this. Recording events, dating them, Prophet Seth and the knowledge before the flood. Was Prophet Seth aware of the future? In some views, it is said that God revealed it to him, a great flood will come to the earth. Everything will be destroyed. What did Prophet Seth do when he heard this information? According to estimates, he built 2 large pillars. One of stone, the other of brick. He engraved all his knowledge on these pillars. Astronomical knowledge, geometric knowledge, divine revelations. If a flood of water comes, he said, the stone pillar will remain. If a flood of fire comes, the brick pillar will remain. Thus, the knowledge would be passed on to future generations. Indeed, it is narrated that when Noah's flood came, one of these pillars remained standing and Prophet Idris found it. Of course, these are mythological elements. But the lesson it teaches is this: knowledge must be preserved. It must be passed on to future generations. The old age of Prophet Seth. Prophet Seth lived a very long life. According to the Torah, 912 years. This may seem very long to us. But in those times, people lived that long. Prophet Adam lived 930 years, Prophet Noah 950 years. Over time, human lifespan shortened. But in the first generations, lifespans were very long. Prophet Seth's old age was full of peace. His son Enosh had now matured. The prophetic mission would pass to him. Prophet Seth saw his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. Generations multiplied. Some were righteous, some were not. But generally, Prophet Seth's time was a time of piety. People remembered God a lot. Sin was little, goodness was much. Prophet Seth was very happy about this. He would say, "Thank you, God, I have done my duty. I have taught people God's religion." The death of Prophet Seth. Finally, that day came. Prophet Seth had grown old. He was now very weak and very tired. He fell ill and lay in bed. His son Enosh was at his bedside. "My son," said Prophet Seth, "I am leaving. Now it is your turn. God will reveal to you. You too will become a prophet." Prophet Seth smiled. "Everyone will die, my son. This is God's law. Your father Adam died, I will die, and you will die. But those who believe, we will meet again in the hereafter." And he gave his final advice: do not forget the oneness of God. God is one, there is no God but Him. Treat people well. Do not oppress. Be patient. Work, produce. Worship. And never, ever worship idols. Before taking his last breath, he said, "My God, you made me a prophet. You gave me knowledge, you gave me wisdom. I served people as best I could. Forgive me, put me in paradise." And he surrendered his soul. It is estimated that he lived around 3000 BC. Enosh and his other relatives washed and shrouded him. They buried him next to his father, Adam. The cave had now become the tomb of 2 prophets. People mourned. Prophet Seth was much loved and highly respected. "We have lost a great man," they said. "But what he taught will remain." The legacy of Prophet Seth. What happened after Prophet Seth? His son Enosh became a prophet. He also followed in his father's footsteps. He spread monotheism and told people about God. After Enosh came Kenan. After him came Melael. Generations continued in this way. But over time, people gradually began to stray. Each generation moved a little further away from God than the previous one. The purity and piety of the time of Prophet Seth diminished. Sin increased, goodness decreased. By the time of Prophet Noah, most people had become unbelievers. Only Prophet Noah and a few believers remained. And God sent the flood. It swept everything away. But what Prophet Seth taught lived on in Prophet Noah. Prophet Noah also taught people monotheism. Thus, the line of prophets continued. They all gave the same message: there is no God but God. Characteristics of Prophet Seth. What kind of person was Prophet Seth according to opinions? Physically, tall, handsome, bearded. His eyes were bright, his voice was gentle. He was strongly built but not inclined to violence. In terms of character, humble, patient, compassionate. He treated people gently. But when it came to justice, he would absolutely not compromise. In terms of knowledge, he was very knowledgeable. He knew astronomy, geometry, writing, and weaving. But most importantly, he knew the religion of God. In terms of worship, he greatly feared God. He worshipped regularly every day. He never neglected his prayers, remembrance of God, and choice of God. In terms of leadership, he was just. He treated everyone equally. Justice prevailed. He did not allow oppression. Prophet Seth was a true prophet, a true leader, a true example of a human being. Prophet Seth and the angels. In some accounts, it is said that Prophet Seth frequently met with angels. Gabriel would come and bring revelation. He would say to him, "O Seth, God sends you greetings. He is pleased with you. You too should convey his commands to people." Prophet Seth would ask Gabriel questions: "O Gabriel, what is heaven like? What is hell like? What is God's throne like?" Gabriel would answer. He would give Seth information from the unseen. Sometimes other angels would also come. Michael, Israfil, Azrael, he would converse with them. He would learn about their world and their duties. Then he would tell people. Angels, he would say, are beings who carry out God's commands. They do not sin, they do not rebel. They always obey. Be like the angels, he would say. Obey God. The prayers of Prophet Seth. Prophet Seth has famous prayers. Morning prayer: My God, you have brought me to this new day. I ask for your forgiveness, I ask for your guidance. Grant me to spend this day in goodness. Evening prayer: My God, this day is over. What have I done? What have I gained? Forgive my mistakes, accept my good deeds. Prayer for difficult times: My God, you know everything. You have power over everything. Help me, keep me on the right path. He also taught people to pray. He would say, pray to God. He hears you, he answers you. Never despair. Philosophical thoughts on Prophet Seth. Prophet Seth was a deeply thoughtful person. He would ponder, what is man? Where did we come from? Where are we going? What is the meaning of this life? And he would find the answer: man is a servant of God. He was created from dust and will return to dust. But the soul is eternal. The real life is the hereafter. We are being tested in this world, he would say. Whoever believes and does good deeds will go to paradise. Whoever disbelieves and does evil will go to hell. Therefore, the course of action is clear: believe in God, do good deeds, and avoid evil. This simple but profound philosophy guided the entire life of Prophet Seth. The first community. In the time of Prophet Seth, the first religious community was established. The pious came together. They prayed together and remembered God. Prophet Seth gave them sermons. O believers, he said, take care of one another. Do not break brotherhood. Be united, be strong. They helped the poor. The rich shared their wealth. This property belongs to God, they would say. We are merely custodians. They would visit the sick. Get well soon, brother, they would say, may God heal you. They would carry the dead together. They would attend the funeral and pray. This was the prototype of their first congregation. Brotherhood, solidarity, compassion, the testament of Prophet Seth. Before he died, Prophet Seth left a testament. It was written down and kept. In his will, he said, my children, my grandchildren, those who will come after me, fear God. Worship him. Do not worship anyone other than him. Treat one another well. Do not break brotherhood. Do not oppress. Work, produce, do not be lazy. But do not become attached to worldly possessions. Seek knowledge, learn, teach. Do not remain ignorant. Be patient. Life is hard, but God is always with you. And remember, this world is temporary. What is real is the hereafter. Prepare for it. May you be entrusted to God. This will has been read, told, and kept alive for generations. Conclusion, the Silent Prophet. Prophet Seth is known as the Silent Prophet. Why? Because his name is not mentioned in the Quran. There is no detailed story of him in the Torah. He is only mentioned in the genealogy in the Bible. But this does not mean that he is unimportant. On the contrary, Prophet Seth was the first prophet after Adam. He was a great figure who protected monotheism, fought against heresy, and taught humanity knowledge and morality. He taught us this: fame is not important, duty is important. God's pleasure is important. Prophet Seth came quietly, worked quietly, and left quietly. But the legacy he left behind is resounding. Weaving, writing, astronomy, the construction of the Kaaba, the sword, the congregation, the testament, all are the works of Prophet Seth. And most importantly, monotheism. Protecting and spreading the message, there is no God but God. Prophet Seth fulfilled this duty in the best way. May God be pleased with him. May his rank be high, and may his soul rest in peace. Think of Prophet Seth's quiet life. His weaving loom, his patient hands, his deep prayers. Perhaps you too can leave lasting legacies in your life, albeit quietly. Perhaps you too can work for God, even if no one sees you. Like Prophet Seth. Unpretentious, sincere, heartfelt, in peace, in security, may God be with you.